And good evening, Generals fans. Welcome to another edition of EGHN. It's good to be back. Both teams head into tonight's action with 5-game winning streaks as the Blazers come into Eugene to take on the Eugene Generals. Hello, everybody. I'm Alex Stimson. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Flynn Dunchek, as usual. He'll be in the booth hopefully all throughout tonight. Hopefully no panes of glass break tonight. But
knocking on wood.
Knock on wood. Knock on glass, I should say. But tonight we have a big one here in Eugene. Both teams, as we said, come into tonight carrying 5-game win streaks. The hottest teams here in NORPAC. Let's talk about the Generals first real quick. They've had a couple of games close back-to-back. 3 games in the last week. 2 wins over West Sound at West Sound, and then coming back home to pick up a great win over Vancouver. It took a little slower than we might thought to get out to that lead. Talk about the Generals first. Coming in 5 games in a row, feeling pretty hot.
Yeah, actually coming back from the break, I think everybody's pretty happy with their performance. Everybody always worries about taking 2 weeks off. We did have a bye prior to the break, unlike any other team. So we were the team who played the least during that period of time. We only had 1 practice prior to getting up to West Sound, but I think the team responded well there. Played a consistent game for 3 periods. You would expect a win to be close against West Sound, and then coming back here after 3 games in 4 days, I thought the Generals performed pretty well on New Year's Eve.
And meanwhile, Bellingham coming in tonight, one of the few new teams here in NORPAC. We got a couple of teams redefine their image, some teams brand new altogether. Bellingham is one of them. Off to a pretty good start for a new team here in NORPAC. Like we've said, they've won 5 straight, also including a win over West Sound. Granted, all of those wins on the 5-game win streak were at home. Now they take the road tonight. What do you expect out of the Blazers? And talk about their season as a whole.
I expect them to be very good tonight. I think it kind of starts from the top of the organization, and Mark Collins there and Lance. They take the organization very, very seriously, and they're building in the long term. And it's important to them that the teams play well, that they have a good development cycle, and they've done an excellent job making what they have the best they can possibly be, and I think they're still short of that. So tonight I'm actually expecting a very strong game from them, and the Generals are going to have to be on their toes and not take anything for granted.
Yeah, it should be a good one. Generals starting to try to pull away from the pack and get into that same realm as West Sound. Meanwhile, the Blazers are going to try to keep them from pulling away from that. We've seen that 2nd through 5th position is going to be cutthroat, especially this rest of the season. But let's get you caught up on the Generals' most recent game. They played on New Year's Eve. The only 2 teams facing off on New Year's were the Generals and Vipers, who was a 7-2 win in favor of the Generals. Let's get to those highlights right now.